So, if you are serious about growing your production and building a business that doesn't stop when you do, then these weekly mastermind drops are going to be for you. I'm going to pull back the curtain on exactly what's working right now for top agents across the country. So, let's get to work.
Tuesday morning, our weekly get together here on Zoom. Every Tuesday. If you're a guest with us, welcome. You are always welcome to join us. We're here every week. Just, pouring into each other, training, working on things, working on our businesses, talking about pricing, talking about, marketing, talking about, ways to bring in more leads, just, everything you can think of as far as just helping your business. And we've been doing this now for, 4 years or so. We just got several hundred recorded trainings in the archive. Andy's going to show us today where to find all that stuff. I'm excited to have you here. If you're a guest, again, welcome. You're always welcome to be here. But for all of us, thank you so much for being here. Just a reminder to everybody, we had an interview last week with our CEO, Leo Perea. Last Wednesday, it was phenomenal. If you've not watched that yet, you definitely need to watch that. Just some really good, just visionary stuff of, where we're going as a company, but just even things about this market right now, just things that agents need to be aware of, agents need to be doing. It was a great interview that Kelly and Eric did with Leo. That recording is available also. If you've not seen it yet, please give that a look. That's there. But we're here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If you're new to the group, and I know quite a few of you are, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're here on Zoom, same time, same Zoom link. You're always welcome to join us. Monday and Tuesday is geared towards those who want to learn how to reach out to agents, attract agents to what we're doing. Whatever. And then Tuesdays and Wednesdays is all about production. Okay. Helping you grow your business. Tomorrow we'll be here and it's just an open mastermind. Like, what do you guys want to talk about? Who's got a question about a deal you're working on? Who's got a question about marketing? Who's got a question about just anything and everything, your business, eXp, anything? Come join us tomorrow at the same time, because we'll be back here. Just a free for all discussion. We never know where it's going, but it always ends up being really, really good. So those are all recorded as well, and you can find those on the YouTube channel. So today we're doing something just a little bit different. I will tell you, myself, Tim, Kelly, Andy, Eric, and Sean, and Kathy Carter, we meet every Friday morning for about an hour. We've done this now for several years, and honestly, it's all about how can we pour into you guys? What do we need to do? Where do we need to go? What new thing do we need to implement? What do we need to improve on? How can we help you guys with your business? I mean, that's what we're doing on Friday mornings. And, one of the things that we've been doing here is really revamping our website. And that's all been done by Andy. We talked about wanting something just, more robust. If I shared my screen right now and I showed you, there's probably 20 different links that I have saved from all these different things that we're doing, Freedom Team, eXp, all this stuff. And what we've been able to do is really put all of that into one just super powerful website. And Andy has literally spent hundreds of hours on the website, on our YouTube channel. There is so much there. So he's the tech guru with this. If you know Andy, he was about ready to go back to car sales several years ago and decided to do YouTube, got inspired by a training that he saw, and has now just become seriously just a master at YouTube. I'm going through his course right now. It's phenomenal. We can talk about that later, how to get his course if you'd like it. Some of you have it. A lot of you have gone through that as well. He's got just millions and millions and millions in the pipeline right now on his YouTube channel. Spends zero on marketing. This is what he does. And so anyway, when all this came up, the website wanted to revamp things, Andy was the guy, and he took it on. And Andy, thank you so much, first of all, for just all you're adding to our group, because it is powerful, and we appreciate it. We don't take it for granted at all. I know you're busy with your own business. You got things going on. And he's leaving on vacation tomorrow and shutting his phone off for a week or something. Like, what do we do, Andy, if we need to get a hold of you? We're going to have to wait a week. You're going
to wait till the day after Labor Day.
I hear you, man. So anyway, I'm going to turn it over to you. But, man, thank you so much. Why don't you go ahead and you're going to walk us through. He's going to walk us through the website and the YouTube channel, because there's so much value there, guys. I'm telling you, everything you need to really take your business to wherever you want to go, it really can all be found right there, in addition to all the things we're doing. So, Andy, why don't you go ahead and take it? We appreciate all you're doing, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Basically what I figured I would do would just be like give an overview of what is contained in the site. Then I'll show you how it can be useful to you. And then I want to try to burn through this as quick as possible. So people are going to have questions. So at the end, we'll kind of, do a Q&A. And then I would imagine tomorrow, that's probably what you're going to do, Jeff, is probably be answering questions about, about the website.
Really good. Yep.
But let me go ahead and I'll share my screen and we will. All right. So of course it is freedomteamsupport.com. And then when you come into the site, the very first thing you'll see, you've got these tabs across the top, which I'll go over in just a moment. But we've got our beautiful banner at the top of this. And then we are going to basically put events here so that you'll see them first off when you come onto the site. But if you wanted to go to say buy tickets to eXpCon, all you have to do is either click the picture or you click the link below it, and it'll take you to the website so that you can actually see what's going on, buy tickets, and we'll put all special events there. Again, you can click right here and it'll do the exact same thing. So that takes you to the same site. Then we have our calendar here. Now, I know this is very hard to see. It's a smaller version, but I'm going to show you real quick. So let's say you wanted to see what was going on in the week coming up for the Freedom Team. You just click the calendar, and when you do, it takes you to a much larger page that will show you exactly what's going on. And then also, as you come down through here, you'll see Monday, we have a short description of what's going to happen. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then also if you have trouble remembering the Zoom link, you can click this right here and it'll take you straight into the Zoom. And then when you come down here to the calendar, this is really, really, really important for everybody on the call. So Jeff is going in every week and updating, or every month and updating this calendar. When things change, if something changes in the programming, Jeff will actually change it. So as you can see, like right here, if you click on that link, it'll actually show you what's going on. Like this is today's. So it'll show you exactly what's happening. You can copy it to your calendar, but I'm going to show you a trick. So everybody on this call can go to this page, and in the bottom left-hand corner, if you put add to Google Calendar, it will add this calendar to your calendar. So as Jeff updates it, it will update on your end. So you don't ever have to wonder about what's happening in the world of the Freedom Team. You'll know because it'll be right there on your calendar. And if you have alerts set up, it'll alert you. Then as far as the homepage goes, we'll go back to the homepage. And then coming on down, we have special announcements here. Jeff is changing these out every single week so that you'll be able to see exactly what's going on. You see Monday's training was there. This is Tuesday, which we're doing now. Wednesday's training is Collect to Collaborate, and then Thursday's is Q&A with Eric. And then of course Friday's the big meeting with eXp. Here's a page that has our testimonials. You can watch those. There's a bunch of people that said a bunch of good stuff about us, all lies. No, just kidding. And then here is, this kind of tells you a little bit about the benefits of the Freedom Team. And then there's a collage of pictures of all of us at events and all that kind of good stuff. Now here's a really important part of the page. So let's meet the Freedom Team leaders. This will show you everybody that's a leader of the Freedom Team. Now this front page here gives you exactly how to get in touch with them. There's Tim's phone number. There's Tim's calendar link. But you can also click on Tim's picture if you don't know who Tim is, and you can find out a little bit about Tim. And then also this gives you every single way you could possibly get in touch with Tim Hollenden is right here. Here's his email, there's his website, his Facebook, his YouTube, his LinkedIn, another YouTube page that Tim's involved with, another Facebook page, and another website. So you can't ever say from this day going forward that you don't know how to get in touch with somebody to get some help, because it's there. So, and that goes forth for every single one of the leaders. You can click on it and it'll show you again exactly who we are, who I am, and every way to get in touch with me, including my calendar link is right there. So if you ever needed anything, that's how you reach out. So let's go down through the tabs a little bit. So here, you see right here where it says Team Training Calendar. So if you click that, you'll see a little drop down come up. And if you click right here where it says Weekly Team Calendar, it takes you right back to that page I showed you earlier that shows you everything that's going on within the Freedom Team. Right up under that, it says Team Recorded Training. When you click that, it will take you here to the YouTube channel, which is where everything lives as far as what we have ever done, the video trainings. So I'm going to walk down through this real quick so you can see here. Here's every training we've ever done on Tuesday, every training we've ever done on Wednesday, all the collaboration calls. Here are tips and tricks to get you more leads. Most of this is AI from Nick Krim, so you can walk yourself down through the AI training and really dive deep into that. Here's all the Mondays trainings. If you're interested in agent attraction, you can walk yourself through here. Some of the biggest attractors within the company. You know, there's Brent Gove, there's Michael Reese, on down the line. And then this is explaining why eXp is the best brokerage. These are some of the conversation with Leo Perea is there. There's a lot of really good information in here explaining eXp. So if you are into agent attraction and you wanted to show somebody a video telling them why they should join us, well, here's your resources right here. You can share these videos with them, and it'll make your job a whole lot easier trying to convince them that eXp is the greatest in the world. So we're also going to, this post section here is another place that the calendar is going to live. So you can't ever say going forward, well, I don't know what's going on in the Freedom Team. Nobody's ever told me. Well, guess what? It's all right here. So, and then also going back to the website, at the bottom of the very bottom of the page, you'll see this. This is our new Facebook group. When you click on that, it will take you to the actual Freedom Team community group within Facebook. And we are just now getting to where we're inviting people out to this. So don't fret if you don't have an invitation to it. But if you want to look it up, Freedom Team Community, and go ahead and ask to be invited, then we'll go ahead and get you accepted into that. So within this Facebook group, there's going to be, we're going to have files stored in here. This thing is not up to date yet because we just started it, but we're going to have videos for trainings. We're going to have events. We're going to make announcements here when you know somebody does something great within the Freedom Team. We're going to let everybody know about it. So it's a little page for recognition is basically what it boils down to. And you can post in there yourself if you want to give somebody that's in your downline a recognition, or if you want recognition yourself, then you can 100% jump in there and do that. So anyway, we're going back to the website. So we go back up here to the top, and you can see right here where it says eXp World Live Classes. So when you click on that, this takes you to eXp University. This is where you can get a hold of FastCap and start there. All the other, you know, the masterminds, everything related to eXp University is right here at your fingertips. You just sign in and sign up. And then going on down the line. So let's say that you are recruiting an agent and you say, well, I really need some help onboarding that agent because I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get them down the line. You can come in here and there is a video at the top that you can send to them that explains exactly what's going to happen once it kind of walks them through filling out their application and tells them all the next steps, everything that's going to happen. So then the next one is a new agent concierge request. You can come in here and we have a Freedom Team white glove onboarding service, and you can fill out this form. It's a $75 fee. So you can, you know, for anybody you're bringing on board, you simply fill out this form. It comes to us, and we'll get you set up with Vonda, who is right now, that's who our onboarding coordinator is. So it's real simple if you need help getting somebody onboarded. And then the next thing is the onboarding desk, which this goes straight to eXp. So this takes you into the eXp world. You have to sign in with eXp, and that's the onboarding desk within the world. So the next one there is Freedom Team Onboarding. This will basically show you what our white glove experience looks like. It will walk you down through the roadmap. So when you click here, it basically takes you exactly, it'll show you exactly what the process is, how to fill out the application, how to do everything. Every single thing you need to know is right here at onboarding an agent. Same thing here. This is the eXp onboarding guide. So this, once again, will walk you down through the onboarding. It gives you all the like a W-9, your specific rules. It explains everything, shows you how to set up SkySlope, everything you need. So then we come over to, come over to events. Now this is where we're going to put all the events that are coming up. So you can see here when you click on this Build at Sea for 2026, we've heard that 2025 was a really cool event, so we put that in there. Scan that QR code, you can go ahead and buy your ticket. I went ahead and reserved mine. I think you can reserve tickets for like $100. And then the next event, we've got Cabo. I've already signed up for that. And so the trip for Cabo is right there. Everything you need to know. And on forth and so on. You got eXp coming up in Miami, eXpCon. And if you haven't bought your ticket there, you need to click right there and buy your ticket now before they run out. And then we've got the eXp regional rallies, which they're all over for this year, but I'm sure they will do them next year. So that's where this will live. These are all linked into eXp, so when they update something on their side, it's going to be updated on our side. It's not anything we have to go in and change. So all this is going to live and look the same. Then we've got this is probably the most important tab on the thing. This is our resources tab. And this just gives you, like, let's say you want to represent a seller. Now, this is going to depend on your state as well. So these are not state-specific forms. These are just generic forms straight across the board with eXp. But you can find authorization for right to sell form, all your stuff you need right here. Single brokerage agreement, yada, yada, on down through here. This gives you some scripts and talking points. And we have some of that other stuff built in too. And this is, some videos explaining what you're looking at. So everything you need to know if you're going to represent a seller is right here at your fingertips. So on and so forth for a buyer. You click on that buyer toolkit, it does the exact same thing. So now let's say you're wanting to build a flyer for your open house. Well, you don't have to go searching anymore. You simply come in here and click Canva. We have the Canva templates all built out for the Freedom Team members. So all you have to do is come in here for sellers, buyers, marketing, area guides. You click on one of these, it will take you to the Canva site. It will actually give you a Canva link so it'll give you an example of what these flyers look like. So if you want to do one of these and customize it to your branding, it's really, really easy to do. Same thing goes for, all the rest of the templates in there. Now, this is the really important tab. So this is Freedom Team Agent Access for all of our resources. So this is your one-stop shop. This is, if you want to, this is a Bold Trail Facebook page. You can join there and find out all the updates within Bold Trail if you're using that CRM. This gets you connected to our YouTube channel. This gets you connected to our Facebook page, and this gets you connected to our calendar of events. It takes you right back to the same thing. We wanted to put these, I know it's a little redundant having them in several places, but we just wanted to make everything easy to find. Again, here's working with buyers, working with sellers, and then here's a good one, overcoming objections. So let's say you have a buyer or a seller, you can't get a seller to list their property. Click here. And this will take you to some objections to overcome. I mean, it's a pretty long form, but you can find exactly what you need in here to kind of give you an example of how to handle objections. Then here's a little motivation for you. If you're having a rough day and you're thinking to yourself, man, I just don't need to do this anymore. We'll come in here and watch some of this stuff. We've got a bunch of video links to get you pumped up. This will get you going first thing in the morning. You can sit here and watch 4 or 5 of these videos and you'll be ready to run through a brick wall. And then it also gives you some videos on entrepreneurial thinking, sales and recruiting skills, and we'll be adding to this from time to time. So this is just a basically get you out of the gate and get you going. And then right here, Jeff did mention if you wanted to learn how to use YouTube to grow your business, right there is a link to our site that you can buy the YouTube training, and it will kind of explain to you exactly what it is. This is a training for, it used to be KV Core, but now it's Bold Trail. You can go in there, and I think it has, we also, on the YouTube stuff, we have a special price for Freedom Team members. Just let us know if you want to hook that up, and we'll give you the price or give you the code to get half price. And then the same thing here with the Bold Trail. Jeff, I think it's like what, $20 a month?
$20 a month. He normally charges $100 a month, but for Freedom Team, it's $20 a month. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty special there. I don't think you need a code or anything. I think that just takes you to the $20.
You have to go to that page to do it. When you go to that page, it automatically takes it to the $20. Yeah.
Perfect. And then here is the actual eXp YouTube channel, which that thing is pretty packed full of all kind of knowledge. You know, they have interviews with Leo. They have interviews with our founder, Glenn Sanford. They have, I mean, anything you want to know within here is this thing's just packed full of information. And then here is a rev share calculator tool. So if you ever thought about, well, what if I did recruit 5 agents this year? What would happen to my income? You can find out right here. All you have to do is just plug in these numbers. It's pretty self-explanatory, and it'll tell you exactly what you'd be making. And it even has an international and commercial calculator. This is for residential in US and Canada. But that's a pretty cool tool to go through and kind of see, you know, what would happen if I did this, you know. So, and then here is co-sponsor toolkit. Now this is, you know, co-sponsorship is pretty new. If you want an explanation of how co-sponsorship works, we'll just get with one of the Freedom Team leaders, and we'll be glad to walk you down through it. But co-sponsorship is where basically your agent that you're recruiting gets, you know, the power of 2. They get 2 for 1, and you can offer something to them that you normally couldn't offer if your co-sponsor offers that. You know, something of value, and which is what is going to make people want to come aboard. If you're ever wondering about eXp policies and procedures, maybe you want to advertise and you're scared of what might happen if you do a certain thing, well, here you go. Here's the core values. Here's everything to do with eXp that will explain. You can find it right in here. It will tell you exactly what to do and what not to do. Want to check on your stocks right here, eXp World Holdings. You can click there and go. Getting started as an agent. Let's say you're a brand new agent. You've just come aboard and you don't know what to do in your first 90 days. Click right here. This is a Google Doc form that basically takes you to all the links, and this gives you exactly everything you need to do in the first 30 days. Down here at the bottom, in the first 60 days, and in the first 90 days, and even tells you what to do on monthly maintenance to keep your business thriving and going and make yourself relevant. So that's a pretty cool little tool to have there. Here's some books that we've actually recommended over the years, I guess. You know, just these are the kind of things to get your mind right, keep your business going, that kind of thing. And then agent attraction scripts. Now, this is something that Eric has put together. And these are, so, you know, if you do want to start recruiting and you don't know what to say, then here's exactly what you need to say. This is the kind of stuff to make cold calls, objection handling. You know, they say, I've seen it and I've already decided against it. Well, here you go. Eric tells you exactly what to say. So pretty cool tool to have there as well. Speaking of scripts, here's real estate agent scripts. This thing is absolutely packed with all kind of scripts, closing scripts, you know, representing sellers, representing buyers, positioning yourself in the market, all of that stuff. All you have to do is click on one of these, open it up, and it will help you further your business down the road. Here's open houses 101. This will basically tell you how to do an open house. This is a word for word, just a Word document that walks you down to how to do an open house the effective way. Agent succession forms. I don't even know. Be honest with you, Jeff, I don't know what this is. Oh, revenue share. That's if you were wanting to turn, like you're quitting real estate or whatever, or getting out, and I guess if you want to share your revenue with a family member or whatever, I guess that's what that is, isn't it? Okay. And then lead generation tools here. So this is pretty cool. These are all the platforms that we have found over the years that are the most effective and the least amount of cost if you wanted to try to generate leads right now. So if you click on one of these, it'll actually take you to the site so that you can sign up and start producing leads effectively right now. And then here's your referral system for eXp. And then these are the ones that are for monthly or sign up fee, realtor.com, Zillow, all that kind of good stuff. You want to order new business signs, cards, all that, you can do that right here. Takes you straight into eXp, and you can customize them in Canva and go ahead and order that. And this is where I mentioned before, like if you wanted to give somebody in your downline recognition or get recognition yourself, well, then you come in here, you can fill this form out, it goes straight to us, and then we can do the process for you. We will go in and give them recognition. New licensees and renewing your license, these are just courses where you can go in and renew your license, and you can just click your state, and then this is an exam prep course. If you're getting ready to take your license, you can do that there. So as you can see, this whole page here is just packed full of information. Then we come down to eXp Resources Hub. It's kind of the same as ours, but this is all things eXp. Of course, you've got eXp work. The workplace is going away. That will probably be replaced with Slack. We've got Bold Trail training here. You've got this takes you to eXp University. Gives you the calendar of what classes are going on. This is to sign up for a Regis if you were, say, out of town and you wanted to do some work and you needed a Regis office, or if you just need one near you. This takes you to your dashboard for Okta, which every single thing lives on there. When you click here, if you don't know what it is, once you sign in, it will be everything. All eXp is right there on that app dashboard. You got eXp World here. You've got an eXp starting guide, eXp Life. All these are pretty self-explanatory. Agent stock program, dashboard, transactions, rev shared, whole 9 yards. Then coaching and training. These are eXp University. Most all these links will take you back to eXp University, but it goes to that specific program. So like the mentor program, you click there and that's where it'll take you to. eXp partners, these are places that eXp has actually partnered up with. You got eXp Luxury, Land and Ranch, Utility Connect. If you haven't used that, you can hook yourself up with Utility Connect, and then when you make a new sale, like you have a closing, they actually contact your client and they will connect everything for them. They'll connect their water, electricity, the whole 9 yards, so you don't even have to fool with it. And on top of that, guess what? You get paid commission on it. So they give you a certain percentage, and I forget if it's every month or if it's just the initial setup, but whatever it is, they pay you for it. You've got deposit link here. That's where to deposit earnest money checks, which most people don't even fool with that anymore. Healthcare here. You've got Rate My Agent and an e-commission. And if you need to get in touch with eXp directly, here is your 24/7 expert care desk. Of course, you all know you can jump in the world at any time and talk to somebody in there. But these are phone numbers, and then of course you got the QR code there that you could just scan and go get in touch with somebody. Lead solutions, here's Zoocasa, Making It Rain, Revenos, and then eXp referrals. So these are internal referrals, and then also lead generation from YouTube. That's I kind of gear towards that one, but anyway. And then seller solutions, here's Express Offers, Zenlist, I Spy 360, and Curbio. Just going, if you want to switch your business from buyers to sellers, this is a good place to start. And these platforms will show you exactly how to do it. Buyer solutions, here's American Preferred Warranty, Success Lending, Utility Connect again, which I'm very high on. That thing is amazing. And then Deposit Link. And then marketing solution, here's your eXp brand store. This is where you can buy everything eXp. Your marketing center, where you can, build out material for yourself, and then Build a Sign. And then here's your commercial solution. So this takes you to the commercial eXp site. And then if you're still confused about the NAR settlement stuff, here's everything you need to know. This basically unpacks the entire NAR, everything that's going on with it, tells you around it, gives you the forms you need. Every single thing is right in here. And then we'll go back to the top, which is the next thing is here's a full page of the testimonials. These are individual testimonials if you want to check them out, see what people have to say. Or if you wanted to send one of your recruit, let's say you're doing agent recruitment and you wanted to send a recruit here, and they can sit down through here and go and look at all these. This one's pretty good here, but you can go through and see what everybody has to say about eXp. They can check it out for themselves. It's not just coming out of your mouth. And then we come into agent attraction. This is where if you really want to get involved in agent attraction, this is a cool little deal to have here. So let's say you are attracting an agent and you think to yourself, well, I don't know how to explain everything eXp to them. I don't know what to tell them the splits are. I don't know what to tell them this, that, and the other. Come right here. And this is actually downloadable. You can download this and it will send you a link to Canva so that you can customize this with your own branding, which is pretty cool. But if not, you can just simply jump in here and walk them through, explaining everything that we're, a cloud-based system, and it tells them why, what the benefits of that, all the tech, lead gen, training, support. You see what I'm saying? You can walk, this tells you everything you ever needed to know about eXp is right here. Even the new, where we get to choose our own CRM is included in here. They've updated it recently. So all of that is right there at your fingertips. Then if you wanted to get a video, if you don't want to do it that way and you want a video explaining it, well, here you go. Here's a 13-minute video by Attractify that you can send people to this page to watch that explains eXp. Here's Eric explaining eXp, Tim, Jeff, Brent Gove, and Stephanie, how you say her last name? Gilizon? Yeah, Stephanie Gilizon, and she's explaining eXp. So as you can see, all of these are right around that 30-minute mark. Eric's is a little less and this one's a little less. But these will explain exactly what eXp is and why, again, we're the best agency in the world. Then if you want to know how to do a three-way call, and what I'll explain that. So let's say that, I'm trying to recruit an agent and I just can't get through to them. And I think Jeff's expertise would be wonderful to have him on the call. Jeff is more than happy to jump on those calls with me. And all I have to do is, get a hold of Jeff, put in his calendar, and then he'll jump on the call. But this is a video explaining to you exactly how to do that transformation, how to hand them off. There's a really a right way and a wrong way to hand those off. And this video will explain exactly how to do it. And then we've got Growth and Attraction Toolkit. This is an eXp deal. This just basically walks you down through exactly how to grow your team, if that's what you're wanting to do. It's got videos here explaining rev share, explaining the power of one, everything you need to know to be an expert in agent attraction is right here, right at your fingertips again. And then we've got a co-sponsor toolkit here, which explains exactly what co-sponsorship is. And then here where you can send somebody, let's say you brought an agent on board and you had the intention the whole time of co-sponsoring with another agent. Well, then here's where you would go in and fill that form. So it tells you how to apply and then how to name your co-sponsor. So really easy. There's also videos that explain all of it, the power of co-sponsorship. And then here is another one that just tells you why eXp is better. This is an article on Life, and it is a really good article if you want to go in there and read it. And then let's say you have somebody who wants to join eXp. Well, real simple. You can click right there, and here is the application. You can go in there and walk with them to actually show them how to fill it all out, and then they can name you as a sponsor, and you're good to go. So I think I did all that in 35 minutes, and that explains the entire website. So, and the YouTube channel as well. That's all I got.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Who's got some questions or comments, thoughts? I just love that I got rid of about 20 to 30 bookmarks in my computer because it's just everything is here. It's all here, you know? So, what kind? Think about the ways you could use this, guys. Jim, go ahead. You have a thought? Jim?
Yeah, sorry, Jeff.
No, you're good.
It's great, Andy. Great job, man. Everything's right in front of your fingertips. Perfect. Yeah.
Thank you.
Really, really
That's
good.
a blessing. It's a real blessing for all of us, especially me. I'm not a techie, but wow, you made it simple. Thank you so much, Yvette. From Puerto
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Think about different ways you could use it, guys. What I would tell you is when you have some time, go in here and play around a little bit. Get familiar with it. Click around. You know, we're going to be updating this constantly as far as, you know, when something new comes out, because eXp is rolling out new stuff all the time. When they upload, you know, here comes a new program, a new tool, or, you know, again, Workplace goes away, that'll fall out. Here comes the new thing. It's like this is going to constantly be up to date with the newest, latest, and greatest, you know, of what we're doing is with our group, Freedom Team, but also with eXp. And, you know, the calendar every week. You know, you'll be able to go in here and you'll know exactly what we're going to be training on, you know. And so I'm excited for what this can do. Eric, go ahead. You got a question. Unmute yourself there. There you go.
Yep. Just real quick, is there a platform that we have available to help us, not just like send referrals, but also like if we have listings that we have that are really difficult to move in our market, to where we can market that to our entire global team?
Well, eXp has an exclusive listing site.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't know how that would be beneficial to you other than, I mean, it does get it out globally. That would be the one thing where your local MLS will not. You know, but advertising that on Facebook and stuff of that nature will do the same thing. But I've never even been to that site. Have you been there, Jeff or Tim?
I don't know. I mean, I know in Workplace we have the referral network going back and forth as far as just regular referrals. You know,
Yeah.
that'll be over into Slack, and they're still working on some things with that. But one of the things I think about, Eric, like in terms of that, I know you're new here. If you go back to our YouTube channel and go back through the last couple months of trainings that we've had, like these Tuesday trainings, we've had several trainings on pricing, marketing, like getting these listings sold, you know? So it might be something to look at if you got listings just sitting there. And that's one of the things I would tell you guys, just again, here's the archive of all of our Tuesday trainings. If you go to our YouTube channel, go to our YouTube channel, Andy, while you're in here, just click on that.
Yep.
And yeah, go to YouTube. There you go. And go down to the Get More Transactions playlist, the Tuesday training playlist. One more up. There
Yep,
you go.
right there.
Click on just the title. Click on the title of it, and it brings up the whole list. And you can scroll down through this list. You're going to see everything. So like there's several. There's stuff going back for 2 years that all of it all applies right now. You'll get some great ideas. But go back up to the top of it, Andy. And I wanted to show real quick, Eric, the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one down, you know, stop the stall, how to price, you know, position and persuade sellers to take action. That's one that we did here a while back, talking about pricing about a month ago. Phenomenal. That turned out really well. The one we had on last week with Renee Funk, talking about pricing, you know, and getting every listing, but again, pricing being so key and how to work people through that stuff. Just some really good stuff there.
But to answer your question too, Eric, the Slack channel is eXp still rolling all that out and getting it perfected in Slack. But Slack is going to have, I mean, they have a referral channel on there now. So, and then I did notice the other day somebody started a global channel, which basically means you could put a listing in there. I think you can advertise listings on there and it would go globally across eXp. So yes, to answer your question, I think Slack is the answer to what you're looking for. And we have a Slack channel. We just have to figure out how to use it. And I think that's where everybody's at, with Slack at this point.
Yeah. I'm excited for the Facebook group. I mean, I think that's just something that'll be another thing here, but we're working on that.
Yep.
It's just I think we're all on. So many of us are on Facebook every day, several times a week, whatever, and just it'll be an easy thing to go to find more info. It'll all link together, So anyway, who else has comments, questions, thoughts? Bill, you unmuted. Anything, Bill? The
one thing you had about the Facebook group that Andy you mentioned. Do we have that up and going now?
Yep.
Just getting it rolled out. Andy worked on that over the weekend. We got 17 people in there. We got I don't know.
So it's something that's a request to join, right? And
yeah, we're going to send invite out to all
Perfect.
of the Freedom Team members as soon as we're gathering the list now to make sure we don't exclude anybody. So we want to make sure we include everybody. But you have to be a member of Freedom Team to join the community. But yeah, 100%. We're going to roll that out as soon as we get all that completely set up.
And Andy, thank you so much for your work, bud. You have put in a ton of time, and we appreciate it. This is amazing.
Yeah, no problem.
All of you guys have, but I know what Andy's done on the just you rock, brother.
Yeah. You can go in and request an invite in the group here. I've added 4 people while we've been on here. So there you go. There's another one. So
Yep.
you can do that. We'll be communicating there. That'll just be a great place for us to communicate. I think we'll probably use that more than we ever did with Workplace, just because it was another thing we had to go to and just another habit to try and build. I think we're already in the habit of scrolling down Facebook here and there, probably way too much, some of us, me included.
Yeah. Right.
The big blue hole I get lost in sometimes at 2:00 in the morning when I can't sleep. Anyway. So, the Facebook page name, Freedom Team Community. Okay, you can look up Freedom Team Community, Kate. Let's see. There you go. We'll add you, Mike, for sure. Any other questions, comments, thoughts? Share. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you mentioned something about having a Freedom Team Slack channel. Was that correct? Did I hear you correctly?
Yes.
Okay. So at some point I received, and maybe y'all have too, but there's a PDF document as to how to create a channel.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we've already created a channel. It's right. Let's see. That is not it. Hold on. It is. Yeah, that's it. Right there. It's US-team-the-freedom-team. So, and how I invite people, I have no idea. How you find it, I have no idea. I just know we created it, and that's as far as we've gotten.
I'd like to address that briefly if I could, Andy.
Yeah.
First, I want to echo everybody else. I mean, you read the chat, man. There's so many people giving you kudos, and I've got to add that. Thank you so very much. As one of the original founders, we appreciate you so much. You've been such a phenomenal addition to the leadership team. When I introduced Eric and Kelly that introduced Leo for last Tuesday's call, I touched on this briefly. We have a Slack channel. I'm just going to go on and say it. We're not fond of it. We're not sure if we will use it or how we will use it. And part of that is we were so down in getting what you're looking at today complete. It was another whole thing. It's a distraction. And we believe that the website and the way it's designed and the YouTube channel, the way it's designed, I mean, Andy Truly's got hundreds, plural, of hours in this project. And then put the Facebook channel group on top of that. We believe that probably Facebook is going to be the best way for everyone to communicate, echoing what Jeff said, because most of us, if not all of us, are on Facebook once a day, 10 times a day, whatever it is. But we may do something with Slack, and we may not. We've seen issues with it that I think I never liked version 1.0 of anything. As a former IT computer science major, I never want to buy 1.0 of anything at all. I always wait for the second version, get the bugs out of it. So that's kind of where I am, and I'm kind of a pet peeve on that kind of stuff with the leadership team. I think what we have here is amazing. I want to echo your all's comments. I equally agree. This is phenomenal. Have everything in one place, but And then go back to what Jeff said in the very, very beginning. If you see something that's missing or something that we could add or some way we could better serve you, whether it be on creating more revenue for you or whether it's creating more opportunities to help you recruit agents, whatever it is, we are over 3,000 agents globally and growing rapidly. And this is for you. So anything you think we can improve upon, please let us know. And again, Andy, thank you so much. I can't give you enough kudos.
Thank you.
And I would add to that, guys, like, topics for trainings. If there's something, man, I just need help with this. Could we do a training on this? Let us know. We'll figure that out. We'll either help you individually, or it might be something that'd be great for the group, and we will put something together and we'll get a training on here for it. We'll get somebody in eXp or one of us leaders or somebody, to be able to train on that topic. We're always, we're trying to keep up with things. I think lately here it's been so much stuff on, the state of the market, with pricing and getting listings moving. We're doing some things with new home builds because those are working really well right now. I think my wife and I, we got I think 4 under contract right now, new builds. We have another couple, I think this weekend, they're looking at new builds. I think they'll be under contract by Saturday, Sunday. Great way to go. We'll probably be doing something with that here soon. We had that training that Aaron Novello did here 2 months ago on probates. I mean, again, looking at, there's always going to be those people that need to make a move. They have to move. They have to buy or sell. And how can we find those people? Because a lot of people that don't have to move are just kind of sitting back right now. Whatever. And so just coming up, Kathy did a training on divorce. Aaron did a training on probate. It's like, there's just always going to be those people. So we're always looking for things like that. Like, how can we pour into you guys, to just help with the state of the business right now? More leads, more deals is what we're looking for. And a lot of us are doing really well. I will tell you, there's a lot of agents on here having really good years, compared to, and not that we want to compare ourselves necessarily, but it just, I'm talking to agents every day, and man, there's agents hurting out there, in a lot of ways, in so many markets. But I will tell you, if you plug into this page, plug into those trainings, plug into what we're doing here Monday through Thursday, there's no way it hurts your business. That's for sure. It will definitely keep you in the loop as far as being able to really pick up on some deals. The people who I see hurting a lot, and I get a call sometimes from a Freedom Team agent, and they're just struggling. And it's like, I never see them. They never show up here. They never show up on anything that we're doing. They're just unplugged, and it's just, I don't know you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. It kind of feels that way sometimes. I'm like, man, just plug in. There's so much value here. So, any other thoughts and comments, questions at all about the YouTube channel, this website, Freedom Team?
Jeff, I did want to mention one thing I forgot to. So here is the actual email address right here. expfreedomteam@gmail.com. If you're going through this site and you see something, you click on a link and it doesn't fire to the right place or whatever, just shoot us an email. So we can draw our attention to it. And then also, if you're on here and you see something, you have a question and you want to get a pretty quick answer and you want to know a way to contact us, well, right down here is a chat bot. And all you have to do is click that, fill out your name, phone number, and tell us what you're thinking, send it, and it will come to one of us, and we will know exactly what question you got or, what kind of help you need. So that's a pretty quick way to get a hold of us. Cool. Other than that, that's all I got.
Anything else, guys? We'll stick on here longer, but we can always wrap it up too if everybody's good to go. Good stuff?
Question, if
yes,
anybody knows this about Facebook. So all my work is done on a business page. Yes, I have a personal one, and that's all like the babies and all the fun stuff. But how did you get into a group community, the Freedom Team community, if you're on a business page?
Kate, from what I understand, I think you can only join any pages or groups through your personal page. Like, I don't think it'll let business pages join anything.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Okay. I find that to be a problem with Facebook because all of my listings, everything I do is on my business page.
Agreed.
I don't mix the two.
It's very frustrating. I wish they would allow it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Thanks.
Take it up with Mr. Zuckerberg. I don't know.
Yeah.
Reach out to him. Maybe he can help you there, Kate. So I hear you though. So anyway, any last thoughts, comments, questions? Good stuff. Applause for Andy. Thank you, Andy. Seriously. It is huge. I know you've poured yourself into this thing, so we just appreciate it, man. It just simplifies so much, and there's so many ways to use that. If you're showing an agent eXp, I mean, to be able to take them to that page, and we're gonna, we can talk about that even more tomorrow, like different ways to even use that. Like there's certain things you could show them in there. I mean, just take them to that eXp resource guide. Like here's all the stuff going on that eXp provides. The Freedom Team page. Here's all the stuff we're doing with our group. It's like, holy, because I don't know, 23 years in the business, I've just never seen anything like this ever.
No.
Any other company I've been with, and I'm not knocking other companies. There's good companies out there, but I've never seen it to this degree as far as what's available to the agents. I mean, it's just, which is why I love sharing it with agents, because I just know that there's so many out there just trying to figure it out. I mean, they're going into their offices and their training is how to do cold calls. I mean, that's the training they're getting. Nothing wrong with that. Not my thing.
And
there's
some
better
of
ways
them,
to do it.
and some of them are charging them for it, which is
know.
even more nuts. But
Yeah.
I mean, I talked to an agent just the other day. I mean, we were talking about the fact that, because she was concerned coming aboard. She says, well, how easy is it to talk to your broker if you need something? I'm like, it's really easy. You jump in the world, you wait for about 5 minutes, and then they come in the room and they talk to you. And there's always somebody available. When I worked at a Remax office, I worked in the office where my broker absolutely had a chair 2 doors down from me, and it was like pulling teeth to get in the room with him. Just couldn't even get in the room. I mean, he was 2 doors down.
Yeah.
So, I just think it's, like you said, it's no other company offers this. I mean, it's just crazy.
No, for sure. Sean, did you want to say something? I saw you unmuted. Anything you want to add?
I'm almost sitting here thinking it's just unfair that we have all of this. When you really stop and think about it, why do most agents leave when they've been interviewed? They're overwhelmed, or they came on kind of solo and they weren't part of a group. This is just a game changer. Like Jeff just said, if we can get agents just to plug in, the results are coming. We hear nothing but phenomenal results by people plugging in. But I'm just, like everybody else here, so grateful that we now have this website. Thank you for putting all the time in, Andy. And I agree, this should definitely be shown when you're talking to an agent. Definitely going over to the right-hand side of everything eXp offers as a brokerage is really all in that last drop-down. It really is amazing to have it all in one spot. So again, I'm kind of joking around just for the sake of, you do hear from so many agents that had left eXp, and you guys, we're bringing them back. There are eXp agents that are leaving, but we have 9.5 coming back every single day that are looking at eXp. And we've got Eric, Tim, I think some of you guys have brought eXp agents back because we're like, you weren't with us. You were solo, you were overwhelmed. Think about it, we've taken care of all of it. No more overwhelmed, it's all in one place. Don't have to have all the 20 websites like Jeff referenced. Just anyway, blown away by this, excited to talk to agents again because of what we have to offer them with the Freedom Team. It's like taking eXp to another level, dialing it all in. We've got this camaraderie and culture that all I hear from the veteran agents that come on is, wow, I've never experienced anything like this. So again, we're kind of beating a dead horse, but I'm just ultra excited that we have got the Freedom Team. And Andy, we are so grateful, bro, to have a massive tech guru come on board and really take us to another level. So thanks again, brother.